cylinders. Hopefully some of these teams have had a wake-up call after looking at that leaderboard here in game number 1, and that realize that, hey, we can't play this like we think we need to. We need to start actually moving around the map and finding a ton of eliminations. As we can see, as Lola pulls up the map, we are going a little bit more towards the western side, maybe a little bit southwest in this game. Can they make it happen?
Yeah, look, I think the name of the game right now is go for kills. You got to. I mean, you just got to swing for the fences. There's so many ways to regain. There's so many ways to get your teammates back in this game. And so I think the strategy for this Aydan squad is fly at everybody and fry. So we're seeing some early fights from, it looks like Sauce Gardner's team trying to do a lot of the same and getting punished for it. It looks like Jared FPS falling, but teammates answering back, and they're going to lose 3, just Sauce alive.
Hey, Sauce, you gotta try to play your life. No, buddy, you need to run the opposite direction of where you are. You just watched 3 of your top teammates get absolutely gunned off drop. I don't know if flying forward is exactly the play here. All of them have been sent to the gulag. I think maybe Soka is potentially still resable. I don't know, but Sauce, you gotta maybe try and play for a little bit of regain for the boys here, because so far here, map number 2 has not been looking good for you.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Sauce Gardner, but I think, again, they're going to have a lot of chances to regain. And speaking of for the girls, you see Sally on there, one of the top competitors out there in general, top of the female leaderboard, if you will. But back to the gulag we go, and Testament wins another one. Look, if I can say one thing about Testament, he's winning his ones today.
Yeah. Gulag's definitely going the way of him, and that's what you kind of need in a format like this. Even if you do go down early, you know, winning your gulag is really important. But if you're Fallnets, well, look who it is. That was actually Sauce Gardner waiting and corner camping, taking down Fallnets, and he is just in disbelief, saying, I cannot believe that you are playing a credit corner like that. And he actually goes immediately into the gulag against Sauce.
That's crazy. I love to see it from the Fallnet side of things. Right back into the mix here shortly, as it is Fallnets. There's that gulag we were talking about on the right-hand side of your screen. This is a gulag at hand. Sauce Gardner versus Fallnets. And a little bit of difference in stream timing. So you're going to see the first part of the action here from Fallnets. POV, he wins it. So on the left-hand side of your screen, you're going to see Sauce unfortunately get gunned here. Just bad timing. Gets a little bit of revenge, Dan.
That's just getting straight laser beamed, as I like to call it. You kind of peek your head up for a second, and Fallnets is just hitting the shots. I think it was an SVA, so the headshot multiplier on that goes crazy. And he's able to win that. Sauce not feeling good. It looks like you can see on his screen there, Lucky Shamu still alive, but not a great looking situation for them. Back on over to the other side, we have Selly, like you mentioned, advanced, and Noobs. It looks like they're an NFL player. Maybe has seen some better days, but hey, it's very early on. Noobs, you got the cash, you got a buy station nearby. Definitely get them back into the mix.
That's Quincy Williams currently down for this team. Looking to get either bought back or otherwise, and right now it's looking like they've got enough cash. It's just about getting to that buy station. It looks like there's somebody on the buy, so just keep that in mind. Especially with a scramble up in the air, you got to be very careful. Without a loadout, going to be a tough fight to take, especially if they do have loadout. To Apathy we go, and into the mix we go, as per the usual with this event. We thought it would start out a little bit slower in the early game and then start ramping up, but it's really been a lot of action because some of these teams realize, hey, we can farm this lobby early, especially if we get loadout quickly. So push the equation, thermal sights, and everything in between. Let's make a move.
Apathy trying to move forward around that buy station, and Fallnets on the other side. Well, look who it is. It's Apathy.
How in the fuck are they walking up on me for free? God damn.
And you're in it.
I asked myself that question way too much when playing Warzone. Fallnets, I think, just encapsulated the energy of the entire Call of Duty community. Oh my gosh.
I love Fallnets so much. We're free. He held that thing, man. That's so funny. But oh man, back to the edge of the zone, in zone, and well, another credit corner this time. Barrel Stuff taking Nightmare down quickly. Hardly losing a bit of health, and wins that one no problem. Doesn't look like there's any more people around. Maybe just a solo trying to regain.
I think if this team can kind of catch fire, they actually could surprise a lot of people. Because, we kind of look at it. So you have, Amir Smith-Marset from the Carolina Panthers, a wide receiver on your team, sure. But you have Believe, who's kind of on a little bit of a tear right now in competitive, has been performing very, very well. And you also have Highs, right? We cannot forget Highs. It's just this multi-FPS god, I call him, right? Has been on the multiplayer ranked grind, has been on the Warzone ranked grind, is always the top of the leaderboard no matter what game he's playing. So you pair them up with Apathy. I think that team maybe can make some moves here today, Goj. They kind of just need to turn off the brain and start, I think, full sending teams realistically.
Speaking of full sending teams, a full send from the team on your screen. Breadman squad barrel stuffs their opponent and wins because of it. Should get several trades here. They do lose Timmy in the process. Speaking of trades on the other side, there's the connection. Mouse and keyboard doesn't matter. We take the close range gunfights. We just hold down the, I guess the mouse button, I suppose, to fire and grab the elimination. Very well done from Bread & Co. Only lose one, and Timmy still has Gulag. So if Timmy can get right back into the mix for free, that's a big, big win.
Let's call that the WM1 combo, okay? You hold W, you hold M1, you go forward and find eliminations. That's kind of what, Bread's specialty. He is not afraid to say, like, hey, I don't always play the best when I have to play in these close corners, but he's made it work for him, really taking advantage of those hip fire opportunities, and we're kind of seeing it come in there really close to fruition. That was against Preston Smith's team, might I add. Love that J Major and Tactics getting eliminated at the same time. So a very solid opportunity. You can see some smokes going off, some sniper shots coming on through. Bread maybe can answer back, but a little bit of a 4-box view here, Gojo. What's going on across the map?
Yeah, we're going to swing back down to Bibby's POV. A bit of a frustrating first map.
I'm watching
Need to capitalize on using the snipers here in big map. Again, we are in BR quad, so these snipers will one-shot if you're within the right range. Fall Nets last alive for his team and gets the flare off. A little bit of a stressful situation. Can maybe breathe for a half second here. Still not out of the weeds, only with 2 alive. Nightmare with little to no loot. But how about a mosquito driving up into the sky, and then we move on our merry way. So far is hearing some action nearby and is using the smoke and cover, smoke and thermal play to try to outplay his opponents.
Yeah, but I mean, you have this buy station that's over there, and the window is gonna stop you.
Snipes.
Chop is gonna be the one to clean you on up, and immediately into the gulag we have Juki's. Ooh. Against all odds with a Renetti in hand. You're gonna be able to win that one. Get back on into the game. He even looks a little bit astonished, I think, that he won that.
That was fancy. But Fallnut says, looks like a little go again here. Gonna look to repeat his success from earlier. Oh, barely wins it, matches the prone, and wins over another great content creator, Benny Central, on the other side. It's a great win to get back into the mix. Fallnut is keeping that team alive.
There's a man down, we win. Man down, yeah, man down. I'm jumping.
The comms flying on through, destroy, and oh my gosh, it's a full send from this team. 4 players sniffing out somebody underneath. Bring them on through. I mean, if there's anything we know about that team here, Goj, it's going to be that the comms are going to be free-flowing. Everybody on that team is going to be making their voice known.
That's a very fun team. Again, they made it to like top 5. They just didn't have a lot of elimination, so it looks like they're kind of pushing the equation this time a bit more. Find one out in the open, quick cleanup, no problem. They've got player advantage. They're going to push the equation and grab the kills. Other one falls, and I believe that's Belk on the other side. Not positive on that. And there's Apathy as well, getting cut down from distance. This team moving in all cylinders. And I got to say, it's good to see Ganks is back into the competitive scene. This dude's been competing since Blackout. I'm talking way long ago on the former COD BR. So
one just flew in on me.
Gulag, man!
And a big fight on hand. We got action all over the place, Dad.
I shot that
Apathy versus Slack, brother! This is the brother-on-brother action in the gulag! The 2 retired pros turned Warzone content creators battling it on out, and well, unfortunate for Apathy, Jerry's just a little bit better here today.
Goat production on that one. Thanks for swinging back for us. We appreciate it. Yeah, that's a fun one, man. They have been competing together for ever, and specifically in Warzone, and then looks like Slack wins that one. Then Selly wins this one over Bibby, who was cut down off screen in that fight we hot swapped over to. So a lot of action. Everybody realizing we got to get real aggro real quick on this map in quads.
You can see Smix down that bottom right, has a mortar strike on top of her. Noobs in the gulag, Sauce in the gulag as well. Shooting some bodies, getting loud. Trying to regain a little bit, back on over to Smix. This was a team that did really good in game number 1, but it just wasn't good enough. As we do see Invader does get taken on out.
Playing under you,
Hey,
Switch.
Thermite, it looks like at the hands of Chop. Bounty not too far away. That's a Lola.
Coming down. He's jumped down.
It's sort of come to a crawl here.
To my right. Enter to my right. On me, come here.
Slowly but surely, gonna try to find the
That's
right
what's
angle to take this fight. Here the comms, Ryda is making the calls. That's Timmy
This might be a
Toucans,
different
by the
team.
way, falling on the other side.
She's running, she's running, she's running.
Could be a couple teams here.
hearing you.
Remember what we talked about at the top of the show?
All good. I have
Even just with a
45.
third party, that means there's 12 players all fighting.
I
A lot of
covered
folks when it comes to quads, if everybody has their full team alive. So
above.
gotta be wary about how you take some of these fights. It could totally chalk your game if you try to push the equation too early.
On green. On green, on green.
Would destroy. You come back on over. They are just consistently trying to find themselves in fights. Currently sitting on 3. Somebody's on out here. The smoke will let them escape. It doesn't seem like they want to just commit too hard to it. You can see on that mini map 3 are still flying forward, but it's a little bit of a bait. Royal Eyes will answer back on to destroy, and yeah, you can see they're laying in wait. Figures them on out. That's immediately into the gulag against Knight.
9 kills, not too bad for that team. You know, pumped to see them continuing to do well here. But yeah, it definitely was a bait and switch. They thought, Destroy thought maybe he could go grab that kill, but unfortunately not the case. You can hear some screaming comms from a couple different places right now, but as we swing over to Juki's, again playing for these placements. Look at this, they have foresight again, Dan. They have a strategy down, and it's giving them a ton of valuable information, but they gotta find kills to capitalize on those multis. Because again, Dan, I think it's worth mentioning, we have no 1.8x today. It's 1.6 is the highest you can get aside from a win.
Yeah, and that kind of is makes it so much more that you have to get to that top 5. Normally, you know, we're used to having that 1.8 multiplier. So, okay, even if you don't win the game, it's like, all right, whatever. Like, we still get 1.8. That's still very solid. Now, it's so imperative that you win those games that if you're not winning those games, you have to at least be getting the 1.6 if you want to try and stay competitive on the leaderboard. And we're seeing like how useful that 2x can come in, especially when you are dropping numbers like Aydan's team in game number 1. With 48, giving them 96 points total. So you got to be able to make that happen as well. Destroy's team looks like they're in quite a tussle.
Yeah, they're getting trades. Love to listen into the squad a bit. Great comms as they're in this fight.
On him. Dead. Nice. Good shit.
Come on, baby.
Fuck out of here, pussy.
I came in, that motherfucker's gun's loaded.
Let's go.
Yo, comms just right here if you need a D.
I'm getting a,
You need a Goose token?
I got a pizza. Jay, lot of loot, Jay.
Extra buy here, D. Extra buy.
I got it. I'm getting this pizza.
Get those flares. Save the flares for endgame. Save the flares for endgame.
Yep, heard that. Jay, come get the loot. Gulag token on my mark and a durable gassy. Right here. Get all that. And then rotate towards me. These guys have double thermals. That's all I need to hear. I'm dropping 3 right here. Z, you have 12 plays. Can you please drop 3 for Jay?
Of course,
We do have combat scout, so I'm gonna be able to combat scout.
Kids in front of us fighting. We want to rotate here. We want to get
We
in
do,
zone
we
here.
do,
wanna
yep.
get in zone here.
But should we just hit balloon and get past it?
Yes, we should get past it. Come
I
on.
fucking really want to get a
Where
UAV
them
here.
plates at?
I have a
Oh,
buy station. We
Dan,
can get one.
I
We can
love
get
this
one.
team. Can I just say that? The comms are flying, they're frying, they're feeling good. They got resource management on tap. I love to hear it. And they said flares in the in-game, you gotta save them.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Z hasn't competed in a while. You talked about it. Still's got the comms. Still's got the idea. Knows how to play the map. Understands how to move around. Well, you got Stable J in your back pocket as well. It was kind of riding the high of having to play day 1 for Destroy at the Esports World Cup. And so I feel like they're doing a great job of just kind of having that competitive mindset. And well, when you have Avante Maddox in your back pocket as well, who's known for playing Warzone, who's known for being a shooter, that team is probably feeling pretty solid when it comes to some of these games.
Back to the namesake of the tournament. Gardner finds himself in the gulag. Pretty crucial one. Could get back into the mix and join his team and have a full team of 4 up. They don't have to spend their resources. Looking for his opponent. Can't find him. Not in time. Gets cut down. Luckily, teammates do have enough cash, but here's that rotation. We heard them coming. They said, we're hitting the redeploy drones. We're hitting the movement. We're swinging around the map. We're getting to zone. We got to play for zone. They make it to zone. They got UAVs popped, and they are flying on a couple players out in the open. Z spots 1, D spots 1. Their team shotting together, and it looks like they were just able to grab the crack, but not the knock.
Yeah, but you're seeing these thermals kind of come in clutch. Destroy had mentioned when he picked up these guns off some of those players, he's like, yo, these kids had double thermals. So at that point, you're probably just tossing smokes at any fight that maybe you're trying to go ahead and take. And maybe catch somebody off the guard. But you can see that mini-map. Somebody at that house right above them is going to cause them a little bit of chaos. We got Baby down below trying to play underneath the bridges. And, well, Super Evan with a sniper in hand. Looks like he might be one of these teams that is looking down at destroying them.
Yeah, we had a quick shout. Look at this. Top left-hand corner of our screen really quick. Aydan by himself holding the stairs. He's the only player alive for that team. That's the team at the top. Watch out for that squad. Could be, frankly, not even a window as Aydan gets cut down, but a just, I don't know, a chimney shoot of opportunity for somebody to start slowly closing the gap. They still got 11, so not a bad game. No multiplier. They're going to have 100 and I believe 17 points on the leaderboard, something like that, or maybe 107. I don't know how to do math. Still a massive value add, and we'll see who the winner is and if they will close that gap by any sort of sizable margin.
Hey, we mentioned it, that Team Juju, they had 23 eliminations with no multiplier. So they could potentially be on another pace, but I think we've seen a couple other teams are starting to do a great job of making some moves around the map. Team Jukies is one. I think we got Z-Smith on the bottom. They're just missing one singular player. Team Destroy in your top right is doing a great job of just kind of maneuvering around the map. A lot of these players are definitely trying to figure out how can they find more eliminations. I look at the top left, Super Evan with Morris in hand. He hit somebody out of the sky, and he's feeling good.
Yeah, there was a good reaction on that one when he grabbed apparently a crazy
the fuck
shot.
down.
Yeah, we'll connect on another. How about two? See you later, Ryda. And
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
a
I'm
way to
hearing you.
farm some kills. I love it. They're in zone. They're finding eliminations.
Yeah, we stay here.
from
We definitely keep this
distance.
height.
This is best
definitely
case
keep this
scenario.
height.
You're weeding out your competition and
Listen
at least
now,
trying to give yourself a player
it's starting to
advantage.
get wicked here.
They'll
Everyone's
probably
gonna
be able
start.
to
They're
regain,
gonna start
but you
using.
are
They're
dwindling
gonna start
their
using streaks and
resources.
shit. So once that starts happening, everyone just go inside.
You can
Okay.
see Ryda getting it just absolutely deleted. Super Evan, I love where they're kind of playing up here, right? You got Jay Broski, Mr. Daft, and none other than Raheem
Daft,
Mostert
drop me
of the
cyber
Miami Dolphins. So here's the thing about Heem. I've played Warzone with Heem. He's nasty. But the other thing, he's also good at listening. I give Heem a lot of credit for being able to understand where to look and how to play, especially when you got a vibey squad. You got Mr. Daft, you got Super Evan kind of on your squad as well. I think that they maybe are feeling pretty solid, especially just given their location on the map.
Top left-hand corner of your screen, you're seeing South Gardner. They fully regained with a full team of 4 and swing back to this POV, and they are in trouble. This is Testament yet again.
I'm trying to rotate back.
Been in a bit of a blender this game. Able to regain though, and now all 4 alive. They're looking for kills. Only 2 for Testament currently. Playing for these positions. We're not even in multis yet. We are 1 place away. 16 teams remaining. But we're losing 1, so down in numbers. And apparently some frustration from that one.
Yeah, it looks like Invader was going to be able to find that one. Testament playing alongside Better Than You, Skullface, and Jameer Gibbs.
You're chilling, you're chilling, you're chilling, you're chilling. Don't tweak.
Yeah, you can see Invader here, Ryder kind of watching this POV. Even just giving those comps. They only have 6 eliminations, not an incredible amount, but this fight could turn the tides. Fly on through, somebody pushes on in, and as we come on over to Destroy, it looks like they're also cleaning up a fight.
Yeah, clean up and a full team of 4. This team is looking very, very strong, kind of hunting the edge of zone, trying to pick up any team they can in rotation. Again, this is one of my top teams today. I think they have a really good chance of having an opportunity to move their way up the leaderboard and take a top 5 position, take home some cash. Comms flying, couple nades throwing through the air. Again, they're playing edge. It's high risk, high reward, and the reward apparently the better side of that coin as they push up into the new and they are able to take down 1.
You're starting to hear some of these comms sort of come online from everybody. Z-Laner's getting loud. Jay's getting loud. Well, Destroy, he's always been loud, but Avante Maddox has gone down at the hands of Super Evan. We saw them up here kind of holding this height. Jay able to stay alive, maneuver back on in, playing this heady. Snakes are in, the form looks good, but oh my gosh, it is a grenade that lays right on top of his dome, and he has to maybe play back a little bit. Can you get up to this buy station though, Goad? Maybe get the buyback off. That would be a huge play.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's going to be a really tough POI to break, and both teams are going to have to rotate. So Super Evan's going to elect to rotate first. They do not Destroy. Get a flare off to get their 4th back. This is a pretty big moment. These are crucial fights, especially with both these teams being some of our top teams today. These are massive moments in this competition where you're going to miss out on a ton of multipliers as more people get eliminated. Wow. Oh, no. Utter breakdown on the edge of zone.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, everybody's getting caught on this rotation right now. Crafty brings them a 11 for Super Evan and them. Okay, we're moving a little bit closer to our top 10, but a little bit of a heartbreak situation. They were doing a great job of holding the rest of the zone, but maybe just not enough sort of patience, right? They had to maybe just decide what they wanted to do, get caught up in finding all of the eliminations that is possible to them, not thinking about the better place to play on the map.
Yeah, so it looks like that's a full team wipe, by the way, on that Z-Laner, Destroy, and J squad. I think that's a full team wipe. I think Super Evan's team might have been fully wiped as well. So yeah, we're in a blender for some of the teams we thought were maybe going to lead this lobby. But to the end game we go, Dan. It's still 11 teams remaining in this tiny zone. It is about to be utter chaos, especially with people floating in the air.
I'm throwing utility.
Some of the comms come on through as this zone is just so tiny right now, Gudge. I was like, how many teams do we have left? 4 or 5? No, we still have 10 teams in this small little area. One of them being, of course, Sauce himself. Still has the entirety of the team available and ready to fly on through. They've gained control of this one building here. And a counter UAV, this could be huge at this endgame scenario.
Yeah, big regain, honestly. Playing with the EM16 is going to be a little bit rough, but whatever you got, use it. Grab some eliminations. Comms are flying. Quick listening with this squad. Let's stick with this team.
Yo, come here, get to me. Everyone chill, get back to me.
I'm on.
Everyone here.
I'm safe.
I don't smokes.
Have two.
Sauce, can you back to us?
I'm in this.
Yo, get ready to follow me. Follow my smokes. Come here.
I'm falling.
I got one.
Run.
Smoking.
Keep following.
I'm with.
On my left.
On my head, get in there,
Above me. Right with you.
Bucks, you with us?
As expected, Dan, fantastic comms from this team. Sauce was able to grab one. Unfortunately, gets cut down in rotation. But they have 25 right now. This is a big game. We expected a lot from them, and they're finally delivering here in map number 2.
I mean, even if you can get to that 1.6, that is solid, but they would love to win to sort of cut down some of that lead that Team Aydan has created. But there's still a long way to go until you're able to do that. You have a couple of squads here that are looking to still make it happen. Advanced Noobs and Selly alive for this team, trying to be able to stay alive, playing on this awning. I love this sort of positioning they have here, though, Goj, because they have the sort of cover above them, and they have the rest of this zone that as this kind of people have to try and maneuver around, they can just look down. They can just see everybody that's playing below them. It is a tough spot, though, for all of our remaining teams.
Yeah, just a couple stragglers. You see Ashton Davis squad there with Z-Smith in the bottom right-hand quarter. I think they've only got one alive, or maybe they're spectating. I'm not sure. It looks like they're spectating a different team, actually. They've already been cut down. Here's that Lud Ant perspective for a different squad. Seeing this from this POV. Still, like you said, 6 teams, and there's the full elimination on Lud Ant. He's out of here, and that's Lucky Chamu grabbing the victory again. That is Sauce Gardner's team. They've made top 5. They've got 1.6x, and they're getting more eliminations for it. It's going to be a big map if they can get the win here, Dan, and they're in a prime position. But this is the squad that could play spoiler. This Nuka team is a fun one. We didn't really highlight them at the top of the show. This is Nick from New Orleans Saints, playing with Strixie, Coda, Dave, and Nuka. They've got high ground, they've got best position, and they have all 4 alive.
They have all 4 alive, but I don't know. Yeah, okay, so we know the 3 teams that are here. It's that team that's on top. They have Advanced, Noobs, and Selly that's kind of here on this awning, and we know that at the bottom is Sauce Gardner's squad. We're seeing some Skynades come on through with take a peek and say, hello. All right, well, we found Sauce Gardner's squad. They're able to start cleaning someone up, but I'm a little bit worried. Okay, they go down in 3rd, 17, not bad. But I gotta see who's there, the top 2.
Evans is down. Ahsoka, Lucky, last 2 alive, and well, as expected, where is Ahsoka going? Driving away deep into the gas, looking for a buy station, maybe with a PDS. I don't know what he's trying to do, but that's what I expect from a player like this. It looks like 2nd place, going to one team with 25 kills. The team at the top, they get it, playing zone. Ahsoka on 11, 56 points. Now, I would be amazed at this scoreline, Taylor, if we hadn't just seen a 96-point game, but I got to give them credit. A massive effort to stay alive. Great IGL calling from Ahsoka to play into the gas, but also play that final building. They were just getting the better deter their opponents with great calls like that. And shout out to Sauce as well, picking up a couple kills in rotation. They had a great kill value across the board, good spread across their team. And of course, netting that 2x multiplier is a massive, massive boon.
Yeah, absolutely. And not to mention they were in second place going into game 2, just behind obviously that massive game from Cohen and his crew with Aydan at 96. So from my perspective,